about small corp. I haven't looked that much into it yet. We can look at it together though. This company is getting dragged right now. Look, 654K views, only 498 likes. Free royalty auditions are now open. Want to become a princess and rule the kingdom with us? Apply to be part of the cutest VTuber group of all time. A royal VTuber group where cuteness reigns. Help each other grow, collaborate together, branding ourselves as a unit. Why are people upset at this? If you do not have the funds to get a new model at this time, please do not audition. The actual audacity. Yeah, my jaw dropped. They're really sticking to the royalty team by weeding out the pores! Honestly, this is absurd, especially for a non-established group. Like, since they are not offering many real benefits to the group, they're basically saying, hey, would you like to pay 3K to have someone to collab with us? Where did I say that? Oh, so it's not an agency or business, which means we take a cut. We take no cuts of your earnings. Help each other grow, collaborate together, branding ourselves as a unit. Oh, it's a VTuber group. The budget for the model illustration would be around 1,800 to 3,000 USD. Any does accept payment plans. We're in contact with Annie and we'll get a selected applicant to commission the spot. The group will not cover all the expense of your model, but we can help with parts of the fee to help out. Since we're a small VTuber group, not a funded agency, everyone is responsible for commissioning their model by the artist we are going for. We would like for the members to be independently financially. You own the rights to your IP model's assets and will also be sharing group expenses, group art, group cover expenses, group merch. If you do not have the means to get a new model this time, please do not audition. We know that joining our group is a commitment. If this would burden your finance and does not align with your current ambition, please do not feel like you have to apply. There will be no contract but a few simple rules. Respect everyone, stream at least twice a week, and we're only accepting applicants 18 or older. No hate to the group itself, but definitely not going to defend the whole we exclusively. I'll have to use the same model mama, but you guys have to pay for it. $3,000? Are you freaking insane? Did they not realize the potential impact they're causing to the artists as well? It's going to take like 2 years for them to get those models. Apply to pay us to collab with us. What if you come in with your own model? I was gonna ignore it, just do my own thing, but something in my gut says it wouldn't be right to not say anything. I'm Cass, I'm the founder of my own VTuber group, VTube. Here's my thoughts and concerns. As cute and pretty as group team and ideas is, asking people to pay at least $3,000 on a new model art is estimated to be around 3K. Rigging on your own is a red flag to me. It's a very cute idea and makes sense to want everyone to have designs that work super cohesive together. But roughly 3K just for model art. You're looking at around 1K for very basic rigging. And if you want to do special assets or art for debut, you probably need to spend or contribute more there too. Wait, this doesn't even include rigging? And this is a massive investment to put in with strangers. Solution for this: work with partnered artists to help you do model instead of making your members pay for a new one. Could be something you work out with an artist and rigor regarding future compensation plans. But this would work out more positively. Even if you have already existing princess/royalty design, you will still need to get it redone by the same artist. This appears to be an indie VTuber group. Sounds like they do not have means to pay you anything, at least not at the start. So you're planning on spending a large amount of money with just friendship, promotion, and a cohesive branding in return. If you leave or the group dies, or what if some people just don't stream though? They're like, finally VTuber isn't really for me, and they just leave. I think she's saying a decent model costs more than 3K. Oh, I see. I think you can get something really decent for 3K though. It sounds like designs will be made / adjusted together, so you might not like something the group wants on your model. Heck, you might not even like the model artist art style. I don't hate it, but may I suggest that girls are interested in joining the group, they can have a second outfit funded that works with a royal team. Would probably be cheaper than a new model as well. If they have a nude body. All these new groups are such a red flag. Like, did you guys not learn after so many failed indie groups? See what I mean about the V? Is this seriously some kind of law where every VTuber group just has to start with a V? There are other letters in the alphabet, guys. Now you need the V, man. Manuru, 3K is better than the tens of thousands you end up spending with other agencies, all with no hope of ever keeping your IP. If there's some people that only want to be in groups or small corpos. Yeah, everybody's commenting on this. If I was a royalty type VTuber, this is the last group I'd join, requiring 3K out of pocket for model art plus however much for rigging and debut stuff, even if you already have a model, is insane. Waiting to see this one crash and burn, honestly, scam vibes. She says, left my thoughts to Stu and almost opted to just look the other way, but this is my thoughts. The cons heavily outweigh the pros here, if there's any pros at all. Mandatory artist bottleneck for an aesthetic, even if you already have an active IP. Even if you don't like the artist style and the artist encounter issue IRL that causes a delay, your debut schedule and future model updates or new model will solely be dependent on this artist. Huge upfront financial investment for 3K model art. Then figuring a high quality rigger to do the model justice, probably another 1 to 1.5K. This doesn't include overlay and assets cost to match the aesthetic. Ongoing shared expense that would also be an upfront situation. Yeah, this feels like, you know, when you live in a condo with other people and you all gotta share the expenses. And then people always disagree about what kind of expenses they want to chip in. Ongoing shared expense will also be an upfront situation. Like the state shared expenses are for art, merch, song covers, and conventions. And there's for sure there's going to be one person that's going to be like, oh well, I don't have money for that. Oh well, I'm not really gonna. Music isn't my thing, so I don't want to pitch in for that. A lack of corporate backing, aka you're not being provided a salary, tech support, manager assistance, or marketing budget. God forbid if you also need help with something legal, so you're essentially paying a corporate cost for Vtuber group debut in exchange get indie level support. Objectively, the cons severely outweigh the pros, which objectively there isn't really any pros to this in my eyes aside from yay, new friends. Gonna be a bit blunt here, but something about a brand new audition style group with no established rep demanding a brand cohesion from talent to this extent just doesn't sit well with me. And that's not even touching the 3K model art requirement to the talent spay either. People are being way too mean and serious about this for absolutely no reason. If it doesn't apply to you, it's not your fit and it isn't any deeper than that. It's a group, not a corporal, where if you join, you keep your IP and have matching models for fun. This would be a cute concept if the founder didn't pay people pay to enter. So there's some people that are like, you know, obviously if you have your IP already, you probably wouldn't join that. But if you don't really care what kind of model you'll get and you're thinking of spending that much already and you're looking to join the group, then maybe this aligns for you. My apologies if this isn't true, but this looks like a pyramid scheme. To apply, you need to pay between $1,800 and $3K for a model to have the same aesthetic. Not only you have to drop 4 digits on a new look, but you also join a completely new group, which could fail easily. Yeah, that's the big gamble. They could definitely work out some kind of deal with a cheaper artist, especially if that artist is going to get commission for multiple model. They should give them a discount. I don't know. I think people just want to get a free model, but then they won't get to keep it. That's like 5K just to join the agency. But also keep thinking about, like, say there's 3 or 4 you get a view that get in like a usual generation. You all need new model more than likely, so you all have to use this one artist. Does that mean that upon joining, there's a chance it would be a couple of years or something to even get the model art? So you're joining an agency, but not even gonna be able to debut for a really long time. I guess it depends on model complexity, but still, most artists I see take several months to complete one model. And I would certainly hope they're not being rushed with that kind of workload. I assume the artist consented to such an endeavor, hopefully, but I worry about their health if they're the sole person doing all the art for an entire agency in the name of aesthetics. Yeah, the group members would keep the IP. Obviously, if they're paying for it. So you'd walk out with it. A single artist for multiple VTubers, that's going to create a bunch of bottleneck. I don't understand the dogpiling on this. If you can't meet the requirement, then it's not for you. The way I see it, this is just an opportunity for someone who has wanted to create a royal team VTuber. It's a group, not an agency. You can always make your own free. Your own for free. 3,000 for an unrigged model at an indie. Having the same model mama is good and all, but it ain't no pizza parties. BBL and a 90-10 split? Oh. Hot take, but brand cohesion with a live 2D models within a unit is extremely important. So this person is defending them. I made the decision for all Vzatsu talents to have the same model artist, but I took the cost of this and all the other due expenses almost exclusively on myself. Not everyone can do that. I don't think this group deserves the hate they are getting for wanting applicants who can carry their own weight financially. What happens when they want to work on projects that require everyone to pitch in a fair share of the cost? They need people they can count on that for that up front. The wallet thing, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be an issue. If people, think about it, people that own condos, okay, that own condos, they're homeowners, they already can't make up their mind on what kind of expenses and repairs they want to pitch in on. This, with young people online trying to pitch in for group project, it's going to be a disaster. I think there's a lot of misconception out there about what you actually get out of being an agency / group, and honestly, each one can be very different. My company works completely different from others, but it doesn't stop people from projecting these generalized ideas onto all agencies and groups. Not every opportunity is for you, and that is okay. I'd say the biggest plus to being in a group is probably being able to get into cons easily. Cons love agencies and VTuber groups, even when those agencies' talents pull in less viewers or CCV than other indie VTubers, they will like prioritize these guys for some reason. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next video.